You've never seen this.
Talk too much, man. Don't come close to me like this, big man. Don't come close to me like this, big man.
What?
You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot.
This is my first time seeing this.
My feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you.
These are the type of risks you have to take to be a champion. This is my life, man.
I'm gonna train so hard, I'm gonna knock him out cold.
Who? You know what, Isaac? I don't know what Isaac.
When I come round there like a bad boy, do it.
You're gonna feel shot 1, shot 2. Oh my God, this actually hurts.
In one interview, he was like, "Who's Isaac?" Now you know.
You know, I want to see that. When does that come on? Is that this week? Is the gloves are off this week? Right now, I gotta look that up. Right now, it's January the 23rd, 2018, 12:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. It's a goddamn shame that I'm not going to be able to watch this fight or get this fight legally here in the United States. Now, obviously, I'm going to watch it, and of course, it's taboo to talk about. But listen, any American, I'll tell you, motherfuckers, I don't care. Any American fights that I have that I can watch, I pay for all of them. You know, I even post my cable bill and my my pay-per-view purchases. But when it comes to fights like this, it's just like, damn, man, how come I can't get Sky Sports over here? I understand why. But still, you know, sometimes it's a pain in the ass watching some of these fights, especially when I'm doing it for work. It's just work. But anyway, a lot of promoters don't like making fights like this with fighters this early in their career when they're trying to build them up to be marketable. Lawrence Okolie, 7-0 with 6 KOs, 6'5", in 25 years old. In my opinion, now obviously we can't really talk about the resumes because the resumes are full of these guys finding out who they are as fighters and prospect fights. You know, guys like 0-2, 22-29. You know, so it's not too much to talk about the resumes, but talk about what we've seen so far from watching these fights. Now, I've stated many times before, I watch all fights. So even if I don't do videos or if I'm not posting on social media about them as much as I should, for the most part, I watch full cards. So over here, a Sky Sports card would start, since I'm over here on the outside of Philadelphia, a Sky Sports card would start at about 2 p.m. my time and would end around, you know, 6-ish or so, 6:30-ish. If it runs that late, then, you know, it's late. So I'll have the whole card playing through while I'm here at my command center doing other stuff, maybe playing some video games or getting ready for the night, whatever the case may be. So I've seen all of Lawrence Okolie fights that have been televised, and I've seen all of the ones on YouTube of Isaac Chamberlain. So, in my opinion, I feel that Lawrence Okolie is the better, more fluid fighter. You know, that's just my opinion. I feel he's more fluid. You know, he's got like a lot more bounce to his step, and he does have the power from what we've seen from the fights that we, you know, the fights that they've had. When it comes to rounds, Chamberlain has had more rounds because of he had a 10-round fight. This fight is going to be a 12-round fight, which is crazy for these guys, you know, early in these guys' career. And basically, I feel that this is Eddie Hearn. Where's he at? I feel this is Eddie Hearn putting these. I mean, it is. I mean, he is putting these guys on a fast track. Now, the cruiserweight division right now is being tied up by the World Boxing Super Series tournament, which this weekend, January the 27th, Oleksandr Usyk, WBO, is taking on Miras Briedis, the WBC. And then you have Marat Gassiev, the IBF, taking on Unier Dorticos, the WBA, in February. So, how do you match these guys up against this? I guess the question I'm asking is, does the winner of this go, you know, what's Eddie Hearn's plan is to send the winner of this into world-class contention, meaning sometime in 2018, go after a title, or will they, you know, or after this fight, since it's called British Beef, since I'm guessing that this was one of those fights that, and, you know, don't sue me IFL, 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 don't sue me IFL. My bad. I'm thinking this is one of those fights that, since they had so much beef, that it was just like, well, shit, we got to make this fight because this can be a big money fight right now. I mean, these are two guys, you know, very young in their careers. How old is Isaac Chamberlain? I think he's 22. You got Okolie, 25. You know, both of them haven't had 10 fights yet. You know. He is savage though. He do be savage. I've been watching all the shit.
Just talking about
First thing I would have did was, for what if I was Chamberlain? I don't know, man. People do shit differently. You know, I'm not saying, you know, I'm just saying, for one, if it's somebody's talking shit to me, I don't sit down. You automatically stand right up. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody to get the drop on you. You know, so if somebody, for one, you let nobody walk up on you. But if somebody's like standing over you, well, for one, nobody should be standing over you. But anyway, you know, I mean, as it's called British beef. You know, so therefore, it's one of those fights that these fighters, even though the promotional teams may not have wanted it yet for both of these fighters, it's like, well, shit, we could make some money off of this right now, and fans are calling for it. You know, why not just, you know, get it on right now? Kind of like similar to when James DeGale fought George Groves, you know, and it was very, very early in their careers. You know, similar situation. This is just, you know, earlier. And even though Isaac Chamberlain is 23, even though I like both fighters, I feel, okay, put it this way, I feel that in regards to a natural cruiserweight, I feel it will be Isaac Chamberlain. In regards to who has more power, I'm going to go with Okolie. Not just judging off the fact that Okolie has more knockouts. You know, I'm judging off of just what I've seen. But I feel that Chamberlain could be, you know, the better skilled, you know, I don't know, the better, I don't know. I'm confusing myself. It's hard, you know, without, you know, looking at the resumes to match these guys up against the caliber of talent. We just got to go off of what is presented to us. And right now, it's a 50-50 fight. But if I had to, I'm giving a slight edge to Okolie. But this fight can go either way. These are the type of fights that makes people's, you know, makes fighters' futures. It's like, well, people didn't think you were going to win, or people thought you were going to win, you know. This is a big fight for both fighters because their careers will be defined off of this fight. Especially since they're so young, they can meet up again 10 years from now and be on the same path, you know? So it's bragging rights too. It's bragging rights too. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. I'm surprised I didn't have any Isaac Chamberlain clips. I guess we're going to have to wait until next week. Oh, I was watching one. This is the last one I was watching. This was a crazy fight. I had just finished this one. He's dead tired. But he got those rounds, though. He's got those rounds. And both of these fighters never been 12 rounds. So at least we know, you know, Lawrence Okolie's only been 6. You know, and those 6 were in dominating fashion. So I don't know. You know, and he is dead tired. But anyway, and this was good education right here, you know, because he had to dig deep. Look at him. So, I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. The fight's taking place in O2 in London. Obviously, it's going to be on Sky Sports over here in the United States. I'm going to watch it. You know, they ain't going to stop me from doing my job. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live.